Hmm. Okay, guys, can you make a little room for mommy? Just a little bit. Okay, thanks. They're so thoughtful. Hi, guys. I'm making this video because we're kind of on the subject of, eating right and losing weight. And I know that a lot of you are overwhelmed. Those of you who are overweight and you truly really want to lose weight, you get overwhelmed with this whole exercise and diet routine. Everywhere you look. I mean, you can't watch anything on TV when they come to talking about losing weight without telling you gotta diet, you gotta exercise, you gotta blah blah blah. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. You can exercise for 30 minutes to an hour every day. It's not going to make you lose any weight. And that's just a fact, guys. You just don't burn enough enough calories in an hour, a half an hour. You even see these things, oh, do an super hard exercise for 10 minutes. No, guys, it's all a big myth. That's put out there for people who are trying to push you to go to gyms and spend your money. People just trying to make a name for themselves, trying to look like they just know it all, blah, blah, blah. Bottom line is, you're not going to lose any weight by working out for 30 minutes or an hour. And anybody who says they have, they're not being honest about the fact that they've changed something in their diet. You can make the smallest change in your diet and it will actually affect your weight. A lot of these people just try to say, oh, I started working out for 30 minutes. Well, they don't realize that sometimes subconsciously, since you start working out, you lower some of your calorie intake, which is all well and good for those that do it. But for those of you that say, you know what, I want to lose weight, but it's too overwhelming. The thought of exercising, the thought of changing the way I eat, it's just too much, and you say, oh, forget it. Well, what I say to you guys is forget the exercise. If you're not into the whole exercise thing, don't waste your time. And I'm not telling you that I want you to become some couch potato where you just sit down, eat a healthy meal, but then do nothing but sit and watch TV. No, I'm not telling you to do that. I don't exercise. I don't have an exercise routine. I'm very active every day, all day. So I'm not one who just sits. But I'm not going to tell you, yeah, just sit all day, because that's no good for you either. You need to keep your heart going and keep it strong. I'm also not an advocate of super hard exercise. I don't believe that it's, honey, I don't believe that it's good for you. That's just my belief. I don't believe that the body was intended to be worked the way it is. I've seen so many things about people who are joggers and they end up with severe problems with their joints and what have you. I mean, look at Fonda. There was an exercise nut, and she's had both her knees replaced, her hips replaced, she's had back surgery, she's had so many issues with her body. I just don't believe that we were intended to do some of the crazy stuff that's out there. Now, light weightlifting, yeah, I think that's good for, to keep your muscles strong, that type of thing. Walking, I think, good fast-paced, walking is good. I'm just not a believer. That's just me personally. I'm not telling anybody not to do it. So don't be sending me comments of, oh my gosh, I exercise 4 hours a day and I feel fantastic. Well, good for you. I just don't believe in it. And I really believe that hard exercise, and if you look it up online, you'll start finding articles that talk about how really intense exercise is turning out to not be so great for you. And when I see some of these extreme athletes, or not even extreme, but these high whatever caliber athletes dropping dead from heart attacks and stuff, I just don't buy it. I really don't. I think just keeping physically active, my parents, my grandparents, they didn't have exercise routines, but they certainly were busy all the time and they lived long, good long lives. So that's just my view. So anyway, getting back to the point, if it's all too overwhelming for you, start focusing on eating right, okay? Cutting out the sugar, the carbs, cutting out the artificial sweeteners, the garbage, the junk food, the fast food, eating real whole foods, meat, vegetables, fruit, nuts, water. Cut out the juices, cut out the, artificially sweetened Cokes, Diet Cokes. Those are the worst things. Guys, you really need to inform yourselves and look up all the info about artificial sweeteners. They're really bad for your body. The body doesn't recognize it, doesn't know what to do with it. It screws you up. That's just, you know, they put all this crap out there years ago and tried to promote it as something fantastic, when in reality, the body was meant, our bodies, people, were meant to eat what the earth gave us in its natural form. It wasn't meant to eat all this processed crap. I mean, think about it. You go into a grocery store and what do you see? Nothing but aisles of processed foods. And even canned foods, you know, they have the BPAs from the plastic on the inside of the can that leaches into the food. And the more acidic the food, the more it leaches out. So canned food isn't so great either. You know, try to eat your food fresh or frozen. Frozen's good too. But the bottom line is, guys, it's too overwhelming for some people. I for one, I'm just not into the whole exercise thing. I'm active every day. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to start planning my life and my hours and my days and my whatever around, okay, I got to work out at this time. I got to work out this morning. I got to get up really early. I'm not going to do that. Life's too short. Believe me, life's just way too short for me personally to have that kind of stress level. And I find it stressful. When I did try the whole exercise thing, it was very stressful thinking, oh my God, I got to get my exercise in today. Oh my gosh, I didn't get my exercise. Or if I got sick, oh my gosh, I didn't exercise because I'm sick. Or just too many things. It's just, stress is worse for you than just not exercising. So for me, it's not worth it. So guys, choose eating well. Okay, that's the bottom line. Choose eating well. And you'll start to lose weight. I know for a fact. I worked out for an entire year at one point in my life, 2 hours a day, worked out, didn't change my diet, didn't lose an ounce. It was my doctor who told me, you can exercise an hour or two every day. It's not going to make you lose weight. You can stop exercising tomorrow, change your diet, and you'll lose weight. So I stopped exercising, I changed my diet, and guess what? I lost weight. And I didn't exercise. And I'm not exercising now. I'm on my low carb diet. I was 145 pounds a week ago. Today I'm 138 and a half. I haven't exercised for a minute. But like I said, I am active. I don't just sit on the couch all day or watch TV all day. That's not good for you either. That's bad for you. Find things to keep you active. Take your dogs for a walk. Go walking with a friend, or get busy in your garden, or do a lot of house cleaning. You know, just anything to keep that body moving and active is it's good for you. Get that heart pumping a little bit. Go out and rake your leaves. Go out and do whatever, but do something to keep active. It's good for your body and it's good for your mind. So if you're overwhelmed right now and you're thinking, gosh, I want to lose weight, but I just can't get into that whole exercise routine, forget the exercise, guys. Just focus on your eating. Focus on not eating a whole lot. You know, guys, bottom line is we don't need a lot of food to stay alive and healthy. We've just gotten to this whole American way of eating where you go into a restaurant and you have enough food to last you for I don't know what. It's on a plate this big and it's that high. You know, we don't need that much food. And the more you eat, the more you stretch out your stomach. And the more you stretch out your stomach, the more you need to make it feel full when you eat. That's just a fact, guys. So the less you eat, your stomach will shrink down. It actually gets to where it won't hold as much food. And that's what you want to aim for, is eating healthy foods. You know, sugars are well known now to be, they're very unhealthy. They're very addictive. Carbohydrates are very addictive. It's just a fact. It's not me just saying it. Anybody who knows what it's like when you've eaten a lot of carbs and then you want more and then you want more and you want more, you can't seem to stop. Whereas the other way, when you eat more high fat, more high protein, your hunger level drops quite a bit. So if you're really concerned about not the way you look, and of course, yeah, you feel better when you've lost the weight and you put your clothes on and you look good, of course, but more so for your health, guys. Don't kid yourself. For those of you that are sitting there thinking, oh, I'm fat and I'm happy, you're kidding yourself, guys. Because especially if you're younger and you think you're heavy, overweight, or obese, and you're thinking, oh, well, this is who I am, whatever your age. But when you're younger, as you get older, you're going to start seeing the effects of it. It's going to affect your joints. It's going to affect your heart. It's going to affect everything. And that's not anything to be happy about. So you're kidding yourself if you think, well, I'm fine, I'm fat, I don't care. You're going to care. I've seen more than my share of people when I'm out and about, and I see them in wheelchairs. I see them on those scooters in the stores, and they're so huge that they obviously couldn't walk. And I see people, you know how they waddle when they walk because they can't walk normally because there's so much fat on the thighs and the legs, so they kind of have that walk like this and they go back and forth. You think that's healthy, guys? You're kidding yourself. There's nothing healthy about being overweight, not one damn thing. You are lying to yourself to keep your habit of eating improperly or eating too much because you don't want to face the reality of it. And the reality is it's going to affect you. Our bodies were never intended to have the kind of weight that you see across America. Never intended that way. That's caused by eating fake foods, by eating processed foods, by eating garbage, by eating too much food, by eating everything wrong. That's why now, I mean, think about it, guys. 145 a week ago to 138 today for me, and I have not dieted per se. I have not exercised 1 minute other than my usual daily routines of life, and I've lost all that weight. And why? Because I stopped the sugars. I stopped all the bad carbs. I'm still eating carbs, guys, but they're from fruits. They're from vegetables. Last night, I even cheated a little bit and had a little square of salted caramel chocolate. You know, the salted caramels. Couldn't resist. I just cheated, had one. No big deal. Because once I get past this 30-day period, I'm going to still enjoy some of my goodies, but on occasion, not an everyday thing. I haven't exercised, guys, not one bit. And I went from 145 to 138 and a half. And it's simply because the carbohydrates and sugar cause your body to release insulin. And when there's too much sugar, it stores it as fat. And anything you eat that's like rice, breads, pastries, candies, sugar drinks, juice even, you know, 100% juice, that's like straight sugar to your blood. It just makes you, it just continues to make you gain weight. I've been eating lots of fruit, not well lots, I mean like 3 pieces a day at least. I've been eating my fruit when I get my hunger pangs for something sweet. I've even gotten like, I'm not a fan of dairy at all. I don't believe in dairy, but once in a while I like to treat myself to goat's milk yogurt. I love goat's milk yogurt and goat cheese. I can digest that easily. As a lactose intolerant person, those don't bother me. Goat's milk stuff does not bother me. So I treat myself like I did the other night. I got a container of goat's milk plain. There's no sugar, nothing in it. It's 100 calories. And I added to it 100% fruit. You know, the jellies you can buy, I buy organic, but like at Whole Foods, 100% preservatives. There no sugar added. So I got the yogurt, put it in a nice little bowl, put a little dollop of the preserves, and then I put a little bit of a sliced banana. That was my sweet treat, and it was really good, and it really satisfied the cravings. I've already done that 2 times this week, and when it gets, you know, when it gets to that point where you feel like, okay, if I don't have something sweet, I'm just going to blow this whole thing and go eat a bag of cookies, I would get a spoon and get a little bit of that preserves just by itself, and it's so sweet that it took care of that. Dates, I've been eating some dates. I've been eating bananas, apples, some grapes, a variety of fruits. I continue to lose weight, guys, whereas and I'm eating more now than when I was eating with the carbohydrates and sugars and stuff. I'm eating more now because back then I was like, oh my gosh, I should watch what I'm eating. Oh my gosh, that's so many calories. Oh my gosh, weight wasn't coming off at all. In fact, it was creeping up a little. But now I'm eating more than I was before and I'm losing weight. So to me, that's all the proof I need that the real food is what your body needs, processes, and uses the way it's supposed to. The processed and artificial stuff doesn't know what to do. It screws you up. So guys, I just wanted to make this quick video to tell you, if you're on the fence about, gosh, I do want to lose weight, but I can't, and everybody's pushing it. Everybody you talk to, everybody you see on TV, oh, you got to exercise if you want to lose weight. No, you don't have to exercise in order to lose weight. I'm telling you right here now, you don't have to. A lot of that is just corporate crap to get people to buy products, to buy workout machines, to go to gyms, to do all that crap. You don't need any of that. To go to the nutrition programs, the weight loss programs, all that stuff, you don't need it, guys. What you need is your own self-worth. You need to look at yourself and say, I am worth losing this weight so that I have a healthy body and I feel better about the way I feel and the way I look. It's up to you. Nobody can force you to do it. No program, no exercise equipment, no gym can force you to lose weight. That's up to you. So I'm just going to tell you right now, I feel for you. I know what it's like. I've been there after having 5 kids. And it's hard. There's no doubt it's hard, but it's only going to be as hard as you make it. If you keep telling yourself, it's hard, it's hard, it's hard, it's going to be. But if you wake up each day and tell yourself, yeah, in the beginning it's going to be hard, no denying. When you start changing your eating habits and especially letting go of carbohydrates and sugar stuff, it's difficult. But after those first 3 days, it just kind of sails along. So it's up to you to make that decision. Do I want to stay heavy and kid myself and lie to myself that it's okay and I'm doing all right, or I'm going to do it slowly? That's another one I've seen with people. Oh, I'm going to lose it slowly. 5 years later, they're still trying to lose it. To me, that's a cop-out. Yes, I believe in losing weight slowly in the sense that you're actually losing weight weekly. Not, hey, I lost a pound 6 weeks in. No, you got to commit yourself to changing the way you eat, the amount you eat, and commit yourself to the fact that you do want to live a better life with less weight and feel better in the long run, and especially as you get older. And if you're already older, I'm going to be 61 in April. And when I saw my weight get up to 145, I thought, no, I'm not going down in that direction. I may be tall, but still, the weight, I can feel it, and I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to have that. Especially when I see these older people, there's one thing I've noticed when I see older people, when I'm out and about, the ones that are heavy, man, do they have that walk or that limp or whatever, and they barely get up, and I see that all the time. I've seen the ones who are older that are very thin. I don't see that. I do not see that waddle walk and that trying to move around. I don't see it in the real thin older people. They're still very agile, very active, and moving around. So I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen to me, to where I gain weight to where I can't even bring my knees together because the fat in your thighs makes you walk like this. No, I don't want that. And it's not a matter of what it looks like to anybody else. I know how I feel, and I know how I look. I don't like the way I look when I gain too much weight. That's me personally. It's not just about appearance, but yes, it is partially about appearance for me. I don't like the way fat looks. I just don't. It's just me. And I'm not saying I'm condemning anybody or criticizing or demeaning anybody who is fat. It's me. I'm talking about me. I don't like the way fat looks. It's just for me. Don't like it. And I don't like the way I feel, and I don't like the knowledge I have of what it's doing to me in the long run. Not worth it, guys. So if you're on that fence, again, I'll say it, forget the exercise if that's too overwhelming for you. Start losing the weight by changing your eating habits, eating less, cutting those damn carbohydrates. And then you'll see that as you start to lose the weight, you'll want to become more active because you start feeling better about yourself. You start feeling proud of yourself, and you kind of want to move around more, get out and do things. You just start feeling more active. You want to do things. And I also don't believe that, when you're really overweight, obese, I'm sorry, I think when I see these programs on TV about exercising, those Survivor, but whatever those losing weight shows are, I don't even know the name, I don't watch TV, but I've just seen them occasionally where they're out there trying to lose the weight. And I see these super obese people, and they're working them like dogs to where they're sweating, what have you. I'm sure you've seen some of the things on TV where some of those people have collapsed. Some of them have had heart issues. That's insanity. I can't believe they allow those stupid shows. When you have that much weight on your body and you start exercising, that's a hell of a lot of stress on your heart. An awful lot of stress on your entire system because you're not meant to carry all that weight. So to me, that's very dangerous, and I think it's wrong that people push exercising a lot when you're really, really overweight. That's a hell of a lot of stress on the heart, people. I don't buy it, and I don't believe in it. So anyway, I just want to tell you, make the decision. If part of the reason you haven't you know, lost your weight is because you felt that everything was pushing you to do the exercise part of it, screw that. Forget the exercise. Get back to eating right. You're going to feel better, you're going to look better, and you're going to feel better about looking better. So, oh honey, don't move. It shakes the camera. I just realized that. So guys, make an effort. Love yourself enough to get out there and start realizing that being overweight is not worth it. You are affecting yourself, and you are kidding yourself if you think it's okay. You're lying to yourself if you're telling everybody you're happy. I like being fat. Yeah, well, when you can't even bend over to tie your shoes because your fat gets in the way in the middle, when you find you can't even sit in a chair somewhere because you're too heavy, when you see all of that happening, don't tell me that being overweight or obese is okay and happy. It's not. You're going to have a much shorter lifespan, and you're going to see people out there who are overweight. They certainly don't look healthy by the way they walk, the way they feel, the way they move. They get up to walk somewhere and they're out of breath. Don't tell me that overweight is okay. It's not. And like I said, this is not to condemn or criticize people who are. This is to help those that want to lose weight. So save your comments about, well, I'm fat and I'm happy. I don't want to hear it. I just, you know, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here with this video to help people who want to lose weight to know that they can do it, but they've been holding back because they were overwhelmed with the weight loss and the exercise. Forget the exercise, go to the eating the right foods, and you'll see. You'll lose your weight, you'll feel better, and you'll want to be more active. So guys, talk to you later. I hope this helps you, because I know for me, it's all about feeling good, not just saying, I'm happy, because it's easy to do that, but then you go home at the end of the day and you think, I hate myself, I hate the way I feel, I hate the way I look, I hate how I'm out of breath, I hate how I can't do anything because I don't have any energy. That's not what it's all about, guys. It's about feeling good and enjoying life. So talk to you later. I hope you make the decision. Start tomorrow. Don't tell yourself next Monday. Start tomorrow. Tomorrow is next Monday. So start tomorrow. Wake up tomorrow with a new train of thought. I am now going to have a healthy way of eating, a healthy lifestyle. Do not say I'm starting a diet tomorrow, because right there that kills it. Diet, that word kills everything. Make it a nice, healthy lifestyle that you're headed into and that you know you're going to benefit from. So talk to you later, guys. So I hope you're having a good one, and we will see you later. Bye.